Hey, beautiful people. As I was walking along the beach today in my bikinis, and now it's like, hey Narissa, and now I'm like got my big jacket on and stuff. It's like, it's winter here in Australia, but during the day, like the sun was still really hot during the day, and went for a beautiful walk on the beach in my bikini for some sunshine. And like this morning and now I'm like, oh, it's time for jacket again. I do love our Queensland winters. That is why I live in Queensland. I am not a cold person. I don't enjoy the cold at all. So I guess that's why I moved to Queensland when I was 18 and left home, left WA, and never went back. I was just like, Queensland's my home. So I just wanted to talk about today, like, what are you kind of holding on to? Yay, Narissa, it is perfect timing. I haven't seen you on live stream for a little bit. Yay. Some of my light-filled words. Okay, my light-filled words. Well, what was coming through to talk about was, because yesterday I did a live stream, and it's been very big base chakra energy in the past week, about holding on, letting go, trusting or being in fear, trying to control situations and outcomes, or like letting go and trusting, basically. So with like any kind of situations, and like specifically, it's like the energy that is coming through all today and kind of the past few days, but it's like, how much can you, if you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're worrying about finances, if you're worrying about any situation in your life, or a relationship, or just some situation in your life, if you're still stressed about it, you're still holding on to it, obviously. Now, it's easier said than done, okay? But what I'm getting to here is stepping out of here and into here, okay? Now, with your heart, it's like, whatever is going on, your heart is bigger than that. So whatever situation is going on in your life, your heart can hold it. Now, it's almost like you might be feeling heartbreak, you might be feeling sadness, you might be feeling all sorts of emotions which stem from the heart. But the truth of the heart, the love and the compassion and the kindness, it's like, expand your true heart underneath all the shit, and expand your true heart underneath everything that's going on. Yeah. Now you might be having kind of ideas that things are not working, right? And you're kind of like, well, what do I do? And it feels like the energy of just kind of like writing shit out at the moment. Yeah. Like writing it out. And if you watched my live stream yesterday, I talked about the base chakra and actually clearing shit out, literally. Right. Now with this, letting go of control, and what was I just saying? It's like the heart, and I was saying something and I was getting to a point and it's coming back. I can feel it. What is that there? Oh, so, okay. So like the emotions and stuff, it's like, you might be feeling all these emotions, but it's like, keep dropping into your heart space, because our mind will go crazy. Our mind will just be like a million miles an hour. It'll be like locked onto a situation. It'll just be like stuck in that thought pattern, in that train of thought. It's just like, that's just like, it's like you can't shift it. Like, it feels like you can't fucking shift it, and it's like, I can't let go of it. It's like, I can't do that, and usually if you're in, like, there's some sort of trigger going on there, right? And it's kind of underneath the scenes, but right now I want you to concentrate and keep dropping your mind into your heart, because when you keep dropping your mind into your heart, the situation is that whatever the situation is going on right now, at its core, you're probably needing some love and support, right? It's like usually at the core of what any situation that's going on is that you just need some love and support. Maybe it's not needing love and support. Maybe it's something else, right? Maybe it's forgiveness. Maybe it's understanding. Maybe it's just some care. So, whatever's going on, just kind of drop out of your head into your heart and ask yourself, what is it that I'm needing right now? Because there's some unmet needs, right? I guarantee it. It's usually at its core. So when you can drop out of your mind into your heart and ask yourself, what is it that I'm needing right now? And maybe you don't know, and be okay not knowing in that moment. Like, be okay with going, well, I don't know what I need right now. I want you to keep asking the question and just allow that that's your support right now. So ask yourself what you're needing, because whatever situation is going on right now is probably just not getting your needs met out there. So it's time to look in here. But it's kind of like when we can drop out of our head into our heart, we're able to take our expanded heart, that love and compassion, to any situation. Yeah, you might be feeling upset, angry, frustrated, confused, don't know what to do, like stuck, stagnant, depressed, like there's all this shit going on. But what I want you to do is allow your heart to hold that. Allow yourself to have compassion for yourself for feeling the way that you're feeling right now. Now, in this thing of like, are you still holding on to things that no longer serve you? Whilst that's, you know, a big thing, there's a mosquito buzzing in my head. Whilst that's, you know, like, okay, because I'm kind of getting like this kind of catch-22 message right now. It's like you've been getting ideas and thoughts that something's not working and you're confused about actually making changes. And it's like this space of, I'm just getting the message that you don't need to take any action right now, right? So obviously it's a pretty big call. I'm like, how many people watch my live stream? And if you're watching this, I'm trusting that it's a message for you, right? Like, don't take any action right now. Like, don't, when you're feeling this way, like, it's not the time to make big decisions, yeah? And it's like the way to ride it out is to stay in your heart and allow that, you know, just keep giving to yourself what you're needing. Hey, Tabitha, keep giving to yourself that compassion, that love, that, thank you for the love hearts. You know, like, just keep trusting and you keep being in that space, and like, you'll know when to make a decision. You'll know when shit will move forward, because when you keep giving yourself what you need, the situation usually automatically shifts itself. Yes, there might be uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable feelings, uncomfortable conversation, uncomfortable scenarios that your mind will go to. But ultimately, at its core, when you can stay connected to your heart and to your truth, then it becomes easy to let go. And it might be, yes, you might need to let go of a physical situation, but it's also about letting go of the outcome. So it's like, we know, like, we can hold on to situations, places, things, people, because we don't want the outcome of what we envision to change, right? We can have, you know, especially if we get in a relationship, we can have this ideal and vision, you know, it starts automatically playing out. Same with anything, really, like a new job or, you know, a new idea or anything. Like, your mind will just go and create all these amazing fucking scenarios in your head, right? Sorry, I just got distracted. Here, have some more just connected to me, so sharing. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Oh, have some more love hearts. Thank you. I got that now. It's like, what? Have some more? Oh, have some more love hearts. Thanks. Yes, let's all share the love and, you know, be in some more love. So yeah, the only reason that we will hold on to, you know, situations and try and control outcomes is when we have a deep-seated fear that our needs won't be met in any other way, right? And, you know, we've kind of latched and attached onto a scenario that our brain has played out and, you know, created. So when we can let go of the kind of outcome, and it is, you know, like whatever scenario we've concocted up in our head and kind of, what's that word? I don't know what the word is, like envisioned, or, you know, like we thought it was going to be this sort of a way. And when that doesn't happen, or, you know, things are starting to fall apart and not be that certain way, well, then it's kind of like we'll hold on to that, you know, out of fear. So it's a big part of the base chakra, you know, and I described this yesterday. It feels like the energy in the past kind of week has been like the energy's been coming down because we've opened the crown through light field yoga. We're coming down, and it's like this big, like, cog, yeah, it's like the cogs, you know, like I've talked about this so many times, you know, like the cogs on a machine, they've just kind of like come down and gone, oh, there it is, right? And they've clicked into place, and that kind of create waves of energetic change, because we're kind of like, it's almost like we're raising a different vibration. We like go, ching, oh, there it is, and the reality of shift, right? And when it shifts to a vision that we didn't see, or stuff happens that we didn't see, it's not the way that we thought it was going to happen, we can be in so much fear because we're like, it's just, I don't know, it's just like a human thing to hold on to something we concocted in our mind. But the mastery over the base chakra comes in the essence of being able to let go of what you perceive happening, of, you know, like, yes, there's a fine line between journaling and visualizing and staying positive and all that sort of thing, but there's a fine line between letting go of all of that and allowing yourself to stay connected to your heart in every single moment. Allow your heart to hold every single emotion for yourself and other people around you, and then trusting that whatever is happening right now is creating an outcome, rather than like forcing an outcome to happen and fucking missing the heart in the whole space right now. Because when we know that the heart chakra is now, right, if we drop out of our mind into our heart, there's actually no fucking thing wrong with this moment. And that's kind of like the biggest message that was coming through today, that, you know, like whatever's shifting energetically, collectively, consciously is like we're shifting out of our head and into our hearts, ultimately. That whole, you know, Mayan calendar consciousness, end of 2012 shift, you know, and they said it was going to be the end of the world. Well, it's not the end of the world, it's the end of the current consciousness of the world, and we're shifting out of our head into our hearts. There's a lot more people waking up, there's a lot more people, you know, being love rather than trying to, you know, force things to happen, which is very ego and controlling mind based, right? So when we can drop out of our head into our heart, like if we literally do that and be in our heart space, there's nothing wrong with this moment. There is nothing that needs changing. There is nothing that needs doing. But then you'll be like, oh yes, today I need to get dinner and I need to do this and I need that, but. Yeah, that's here. And then we come back here. Like what happens when we're here? We're like, oh, life. Oh, that's right. Look how pretty it is. Fuck, look how pretty that sunset is. I don't know if you can actually see that in the water. I'm going to see if I can get that. It looks fucking amazing. Check that shit out. Look what happens when we stop talking and we get into the moment. Yeah, mad backdrop. That's right. Check out that fucking change of scenery. Look at it. Look what happens when we drop out of our busy mind and into the heart. We actually go, oh fuck, look at life happening around us. Yeah? So if you're having trouble letting go, I don't want you to focus on trying to let go of the situation. Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it, Amy? I want you to just keep reminding yourself to drop in your heart rather than trying to figure it out, rather than trying to let go, because it's such a mind thing. It's like, I have to let go, I have to let go. What are you doing? You're forcing with your mind again, for fuck's sake. When you can be in your heart, in this present moment, the heart naturally detaches. Like when you are in 100% love in your heart and being and compassion, letting go becomes natural. Because do you know why? Do you know why it becomes so natural? Because the heart is love, compassion. But do you know what it also is? It's freedom, baby. Freedom. Freedom to be yourself. Freedom for nature to be its divine self. Oh, I just love that sunset. It's fucking amazing. Check it out. Freedom to feel all emotions. Freedom to, you know, be 100% you. Freedom to choose to leave, choose to stay, choose to do it, choose to not. Freedom to choose to hold on to things. Freedom and 100% acceptance and complete resonance that everything right now is exactly perfect. That everything right now is exactly how it's supposed to be. With not one thing to change, or if you start thinking that something's wrong or you need to do something or whatever, you flick back up here. And it might happen all the time. But what you're doing when you drop your mind into your heart and you become present in this moment, you're building a muscle, just like if you're training for a marathon, and that muscle's getting stronger and stronger, yeah? So when you drop out of here into here, ways that you can do that is by feeling the air temperature on your skin, becoming aware of the sounds that you can hear. I don't know if you can hear those birds. Becoming aware of what you can see with your physical eyes. Fuck, that's so beautiful. I need to turn around and look at that shit. I can see it in a reflection, but actually looking at it is even more amazing. Feeling your breath in and feeling your breath out. Feeling your chest rise and fall with every inhale and every exhale. The heart is a very, very powerful space. So if you're having trouble letting go and trusting, I want you to forget about even trying to let go, and all I want you to concentrate is on being in your heart space. Yeah? For sure, Matt, let's organise that one-on-one session. I was going to private message you today, and it was on my to-do list after this live stream, so I'll definitely do that, and we can arrange to do that for sure, Matt. No worries. So if you, like I said, just stay in your heart. That's the message. That's the light-filled wisdom words for you, Narissa. Please let me know if this live stream helped you, and if it did, please share it if you think it would help someone else as well. If you're just joining on the live stream, you might want to go and watch the replay, because there's something quite special about this amazing, amazing sunset that I didn't even know until we dropped into the heart. And if you're wondering how to let go of a situation, please watch this live stream. Yeah, it is very helpful. Hey, Amy. Very, very helpful, because the other part that I just got then is, like when we are holding on out of fear, and you're welcome, Narissa, like when we're trying to control situations because of this, you're welcome, Matt, trying to hold on, it's like, there's a space here where, like you get to a point where nothing you can say, do, or take action on will make any difference anyway. So we're just driving ourselves crazy by thinking that we even can, right? So, like when we can actually just be in our heart, it's like the heart takes care of everything anyway. It's like we come into the present moment. Life has a way of working out. We don't need to do anything. And when we do, we know, and we get intuition, and we fucking do it, because otherwise we wouldn't do it, right? But when we get in that space where we're able to stay in our heart and trust that, that's our crown, our mind, our heart and our base chakra all connecting, right? Spoken about before, we've opened up the crown, heart's automatically activated, base chakra is happening as well, because the crown and the base are at the top and the bottom. So keep dropping into your heart, stay present with your moment in your breath, take a look and take in life, yeah? We're here for a good time, not a long time. Someone keeps reminding me. Half moon as well. We're coming up to full moon in the next week. Reassessing goals. Yeah, go and check out the sunset. It's friggin' amazing, Tabitha. Right. Keep it real. Lots of love. Namaste.